So, what brings you out here today?
I'm out here because I'm interested in the coalition being built with the groups that organize this.
And, what do you think the importance of Black Lives Matter is?
I guess it depends on if you mean the movement or the corporation that tried to co-opt it. I think it's important that people's voices are heard, that excess police violence is ended, and that people don't get murdered just for being black. I think that's pretty important.
Now, I see your shirt says read Marx and read Lenin. What do you mean by that?
I mean that exactly what it says. I want people to read Marx and read Lenin.
Now, what is Marx and Lenin?
Well, Karl Marx was the creator of what we call scientific socialism, or Marxism, that is being used to, run the most advanced countries in the world right now, like China, and has been used to lift more people out of poverty than any other force in all of history. In China again, but they did that in the Soviet Union. They've done a very good job of that in Cuba. And Lenin was a leader that kind of added on to what Marx wrote.
Now, for the Soviet Union example, wasn't that, would you say that turned out well?
At the end? Or during? It depends on what you're talking about. For most people in the Soviet Union, it turned out much better than it used to be. They were a third world country, right? And they were ruled by an oppressive czar. Most people couldn't even read. They had no running water, no electricity. The Soviet Union, using Marxism and their economic planning, lifted all those people out of poverty, industrialized the country, and took it to the world's second superpower in a matter of only 20 years.
Now,
and they did it without slavery, too, which the United States unfortunately used.
Now, what about Stalin and persecution? Do you think that...
Persecution of whom?
People who disagreed with him politically?
That's kind of overhyped. There was a lot of fear of fascist infiltrators and spies at the time because that was a build-up to World War II. So a lot of innocent people were kind of wrapped up in it and were accused by neighbors and stuff. Everybody was living in kind of fear. But the idea that Stalin persecuted people who disagreed with him just isn't true.
And, how do you think we keep that fear from, if we were to use Marxism here in America, how do you think we could keep that fear away from America and keep people happy?
That's a great question. I think that there's a lot of misinformation about what Marxism is. It's not kind of we copy what these people did or what that person did. It's finding out the scientific way of looking at society and how it progresses and applying that uniquely to our own situation. So American socialism won't look anything like Soviet socialism did or like Chinese socialism does. It'll be based on our history and our culture with patriotic Americans doing it.
Now,
I'm getting called. I'm sorry. That's the boss.
Sorry. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.